White supremacist graffiti discovered all over Bethesda this morning. Some of it found in a local park, at local businesses, and at Walter Johnson High School. That's where we find Fox 5's David Kaplan live in Bethesda. And David, what do we know right now?
Well, Jacqueline, we're told that it's people who came to use the athletic fields early this morning here at Walter Johnson that made the discovery of several instances of graffiti around campus. It's since been painted over, however.
Walter Johnson High School in Bethesda, Maryland. I know a little bit about Bethesda. You know, I'm from DC and I've been going to Bethesda for a while, you know, because it's actually a safe place for family. Not a lot of sudden crime up there. So, you know, if you want to take your family out, Bethesda's a pretty good place. Walter Johnson High School. Let's see some of these demographics up there. Okay, this is the Great Schools app. If you have kids and they're school age and you think about putting them in a new school or whatever, or you're moving to a new place, make sure you check out the Great Schools app. It's the best app for schools that I've seen. I endorse this app, and I use it quite frequently. So, Walter Johnson High School, 2,500 kids. Okay. 2,500 kids. Test scores above average. College readiness, a 10 out of 10. Most schools I go to, if you've been subscribed to this channel for a while, you've seen me go to this app, it's usually 1 out of 10. All these are 1 out of 10. You may get a 2 out of 10 every now and then, but all these different categories, it's usually 1 out of 10. So for this school to be 8 out of 10, overall 7 out of 10 test scores, 10 out of 10 college readiness, 7 out of 10 equity, whatever that means. I'm assuming that this school is heavily glaciarized. Okay, here we are. Race and ethnicity. So, this shows the college readiness ratings for the different races and ethnicities at this school. So, glacier gliders make up 54% of the students, and they have a 10 out of 10 college readiness. So, this is actually a great school, man. The Umbrito students make up 18% of the student body. They have a 9 out of 10 college readiness. And the Sun Teens make up 10% of the school. And they have a 6 out of 10 college readiness. And a lot of you guys will look at this and say, dang, I haven't seen a school. And those of you who've been subscribed to the channel, I mean, tell me, have we ever seen a school where the Sun Teens had a 6 out of 10? This is a great school. Whatever they're doing there, they're doing something that these other schools can't do. We haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. 6 out of 10 for Sun Teens anywhere. And of course, I've only been to the schools that I do videos for, which is a small sample size, you know, a video here, video there, maybe once or twice a month. But still, like 6 out of 10, which usually 1 out of 10. And maybe some 2 out of 10s. But this school, this population is getting 6 out of 10. That's absolutely remarkable, man. Salute to this school for finding a way to. Now we don't know if it's like whether they, you know, fudging the scores, or you don't have to be on time, you don't have to turn your work in on time and all this crap. But if they're just doing it like they're treating them like the regular students, the other students, and they're getting that, salute to them, man.
Well, Jacqueline, we're told that it's people who came to use the athletic fields early this morning here at Walter Johnson that made the discovery of several instances of graffiti around campus. It's since been painted over. However, we got a chance to talk to people who live in this community, are part of the school community. They say they're disappointed and scared.
It was disheartening.
Stephen McCall just adopted 2 children from South America. One of them is 15, moved to America for a better life, goes to Walter Johnson High School. Tonight, Dad had to explain to son what white supremacy was.
White pride. I mean, every other group can do this. Didn't we just have Ombrito Pride Month? Sun Girl Magic? Sun Boy Joy? I'm sunny and I'm proud. But if Glacier Gliders talk about pride, then it's a problem. Wow. And this is the world they've created for themselves. See, they're not like us. We're 97% liberal Democrats. Glacier Gliders are 50% liberal, 50% conservative. Got some libertarians in there, got some independents in there. Some people, we all don't let YouTube fool you, man. That's not the real world. The 97% of these jokers is woke, Democrat loving plantation lovers, residents. But because Glacier Gliders, they have diversity in their political leanings, the liberal faction has made it to where it's a crime to say that you're proud to be a Glacier Glider.
It was disheartening.
Stephen McCall just adopted 2 children from South America. One of them is 15, moved to America for a better life, goes to Walter Johnson High School. Tonight, Dad had to explain to son what white supremacy was.
Seeing this at my older son's school is very sad because I am a Black American. So it makes me wonder, am I welcome? Is my older son welcome? Is my younger son welcome? And this does put a little damper on our family.
Wow, dude. Think about how weak this guy is. That this great community, this great school, I mean, the Sun teams are doing great at this school. I mean, they may be lagging far behind the other groups, but overall, for what we see nationwide, the Sun teams are doing great at this school. There's no violence at this school, no shootings, very few fights, very safe environment, and that could partially be contributed to the demographics, but great area. And somebody who we don't know who did this. It could have been the people who found it that did it. It could have been some punk kids from the school just being jerk-offs that did it. But this puts a damper on his family and makes him not feel welcome? Wow. Is this high value? Is this the high value stuff I've been hearing about?
Walter Johnson High School, some nearby businesses, the popular trolley trail, all littered with blue spray paint and what appears to be the same handwriting.
It's not exactly something you expect in an area like this.
Right. I frequent Bethesda. It's a very welcoming community. No one looks at you. I've been to the Kava, the Bye Bye Baby, the Target. I mean, listen, man, the last year, I've been, going out there a lot, man. A lot. These people are not racist. It's just not that type of. They don't even care about some people like that. Like it's not even. They don't care. It's just I just don't get that vibe, man. At all. I don't get that vibe at all when I'm out there. You know, um, I get a wokey woke vibe. I get like like these people are like woke. And the fact that some random person that nobody knows went around spraying this stuff all over town. Now all of them are under the microscope. They're all of their characters are now called into question. What if they did that about the crime in their state of Maryland? You want to go to the gun memorial for Maryland? Now, Maryland is 30% son. So, I mean, that's a huge number. So, I mean, that's a huge number. So, like, yeah, like when you got 30% son people, like, it, and now none of these murders happened in Bethesda, Maryland, because they don't have any murders in Bethesda, Maryland. But that's why I had to do the state, because they don't have any murders in Bethesda. But yeah. What if they said, and they would never do this? That's the thing about it. That's why it's so sick that these people are going to play the race card and act like victims and go around and get their 15 minutes of victimhood fame off of this, because the people in Bethesda would never say, well, dang, look at the gun memorial. Like, in a city in a state that's 30% some people make up 97% of the fatal gunshot victims. And trust me, all of this ain't Baltimore. Don't get it twisted. You got PG County. You got the rest of Montgomery County, which is getting sketchy. You got the Eastern Shore. What if somebody was to be like, some of these glacier gliders would be like, yo, like y'all make up 97% of the fatal gunshot victims. They won't do that. But all of them are under fire now. That's one person that went around and sprayed white pride all over the place. And any of the glacier gliders you see on this gun memorial, they were also killed by some people. I promise you that. Probably like 75% of the glacier gliders you see on here were killed by some people.
It's not exactly something you expect in an area like this.
Hannah Spellman's a student at Walter Johnson, where word got around pretty quickly this morning. The school sending a letter to parents calling this disheartening, understanding it might provoke fear and anger, and adding if this is found to be a student, they'll be subject to punishment. Spellman says she's talked about this with friends.
Yeah, we talked about it a bit, and just that it's shocking and really upsetting to see.
Stephen McCall says he knows this graffiti does not reflect the community's belief, but hopes for a strong community response against this.
I still believe this is a great community. I still believe in the Bethesda and Rockville and Montgomery County community.
I want to show you one thing really quickly. We have spotted several security cameras on the outside of the school building. We did hear reports that police were on campus here earlier today, but haven't heard back directly from Montgomery County Police. If we learn anything, we'll be sure to pass that along to you.
Now, we all know that it's a 99% chance that it was the Sun team that did this. And that other 1% is that it was probably a hombrito. We all know that. But we got to wait for the investigation to conclude.
Students at a Montgomery County high school spent part of their morning taking a stand against hate. Sky 9 flew over Walter Johnson High School in Bethesda as the students gathered for a rally at the school's football field this morning. They are protesting a series of racist, homophobic, and anti-Semitic incidents police say have been recently reported in their community. It includes some hateful graffiti found at the school and other locations across Bethesda.